Yeah, I don't even know how to start this thing. How would I start this? Because the other one I knew that was a career day thing.
Oh, no, I mean, you start by saying what you're trying to do here. So today I would like to talk to you about internships and whether or not they are worth the effort that students put into them or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, something, you
I
know.
want to address the
Okay.
issue of
Yeah.
internship and
Yeah.
their values to society.
Okay.
And who
Okay.
are you, right?
All right. Oh yeah, that's right. I have to start.
All right, you got to
I
start
do
because
that.
they're running out of battery.
Okay. All right. Tell me when to go.
And you
Oh,
can
okay.
watch the screen once in a while to know what bullet you're on, right?
Okay, that's right. But I'm not supposed to look at that. Okay. Hello and welcome to presentation on internships. Today we're going to talk about internships and whether there is any value to them. To start off, what are some of the hesitations that you might have over engaging in an internship? What are your concerns?
Is it worth the time and effort that you put in?
Is it worth the time and effort?
As an employer, will the person that I'm having as an intern, is that person responsible and reliable?
The reliability. So you're talking about work experience that an intern is bringing in. From the perspective of an intern, however, what would your concerns
Well,
be?
would it help me get a job later on if I do an internship?
Right, marketability. Marketability. How about work experience? Would that be a concern?
Well, I always wonder too that would I get meaningful work or would I just get kind of busy work and I wouldn't be learning anything? Like what kind of work would I be doing if I get an internship?
That's a valid concern. Well, my name is Marian Valero. I've been working in the accounting field for about 12 years, and I've had the opportunity to work with companies that offer internship programs to college students and to recent graduates. And we find that many of the concerns are whether there's value in the tasks that many of the students engage in, as well as whether it makes them more marketable. We found that many interns may find themselves involved in mundane tasks, doing the work that the more experienced salaried employees don't want to involve themselves with, and also some of the tasks may not necessarily be related to the career. However, there are other benefits in addition, despite the concern over the low wages. One of the things that you would want to consider is whether you have enough bullets on your resume. Are you able to get that desired job? Do you have the qualifications? Will an internship add weight to your job search? And can you afford the investment? The reality is that as an intern, you may not be earning the wages of a permanent employee. However, it's important to look at it as an investment. One of the things that an internship can offer you is work experience. I'm not going to dispel the issue of the mundane tasks. You probably will. However, one of the benefits of doing some of these activities and tasks is that it allows you to look at the detail and what goes behind the scenes of the work of the bigger picture. Another issue is the exposure, the marketability that this provides you. Along the lines of the experience, one of the things that you should consider is that it offers you a gateway. Yes, even though you start with the menial tasks, it's going to offer you an opportunity to prove yourself, prove your talents, prove your skills, and be noticed out there. And that in itself will open the door to other opportunities, to get on board with other projects that you may put on that resume. Additionally, on exposure, think of exposure as the marketability that an internship will bring you. In addition to the tasks, it's also going to give you some experience for you to take and discuss during your interviews. Internship, another thing to consider many times is that internships may often become a permanent job. According to a recent study, 70% of interns were offered permanent jobs. And that is something really important to consider, because even though you might begin with a wage that was not what you had hoped for after going through college, this may just turn out to be a job, a desirable job. And another issue that you can think about is the references. When you are in an internship, you are networking, you are making contacts. And remember that when you are on the market for a job, you're going to need references. And I would say you will need 2 to 3 good references. Sometimes college professors can help, but ideally, if you can pull some professional references through those internships, those are the people who are going to vouch for you. Those are the people who are going to get the call to ask how good you are, and they're going to be able to make you shine. And those are, on the marketability aspect, those are some of the great things that an internship can provide you. Now, is an internship for everyone? No, if you are already in a job and perhaps you're going to college just to boost your career and get a promotion on the job, then an internship is probably not for you. But unless you feel that you have the skills and that you can put a resume and an interview out there that's going to land you that dream job, I would encourage you to consider an internship. Any questions?
Yeah, I have one. How do you get an internship? How do you apply for it, and when do you apply for it? Like, how does that fit into my school schedule?
Okay. Currently, many universities offer that as among their student services. They have internships available not only to their undergrads, but also for their graduate students as well. And those programs were also involved in collecting the stats for the calculation of how many of these internships actually translate to permanent jobs.
Are there any internship programs that I could apply outside the university? So is there a way that I could go up to an actual private sector like company and apply for a job directly that way?
Good question. Recently, some of the more popular job search engines are also offering connections as internships. I believe Monster is. I'll have to validate that later on, and I'll get in touch with you. But I understand that Monster, which is the same board that many companies put their job openings on, are also making these positions available, putting those boards for the internships.
Would the Chamber of Commerce, the local Chamber of Commerce chapter, would that be a good resource for finding an internship?
I would inquire about that. I don't know offhand. However, I'll make a note of it and I'll research that for you.
Very good.
Any more questions? Well, thank you so much for your help today and your valuable questions. Thanks, guys.
I think that worked.
How long was that?